Hello, everybody, and just like we expected, after a sudden rainstorm, the beautiful sun comes back out very shortly afterwards. This is Dr. Lisa Ann Homick from Homick Advanced Chiropractic, welcoming you to Tough Love Tuesday. And why is that? Why the tough love? Because sometimes you need a kick in the pants. Some days I just don't feel like being inspirational and empathic and nice and sweet, and sometimes I just gotta lay it on the line here. You might respond to that, who knows? But I want to talk about why you're headbutting yourself. That happens. I see a lot of people come in, they talk to me, they tell me what's going on in their lives, they're not happy with it, they don't know what direction to go in. And then I start talking about what the body needs to be healthy, the mind and the body, because they are intertwined, they reflect each other. And then there's a look of loss on the person's face, as if, what? Why can't I just have something easy? Sorry, it's not easy. And I'm speaking from experience. I headbutted myself for a long time, more than a decade, maybe a couple of decades. And I am here to tell you, don't waste that amount of time. Don't. It's not necessary. You look back and say, I was an idiot. I was an idiot. I've confessed that many times on my videos here. Don't headbutt yourself. Don't procrastinate. Don't. Just do something. Start right now. You've got to. Because we are last place in health compared to all the other first world countries. That's embarrassing. Now, I've never left this country. Right at this point, I have no desire to travel. I don't want to go anywhere. I'm pretty happy where I am. So I can only imagine, what is it like in other countries? I know we consume 80% or so of all the prescription drugs in the world. The United States just sucks down gobs and gobs of medication. Is it because we're not sharing medication with the rest of the world? No, I don't think so, because we're in the middle of this infection crisis, and we're hearing about countries that utilize those anti-malarial drugs constantly, and their numbers are kind of low. So we're not hogging all the drugs, but we are like the biggest customers. And why is that? Why? Why do we put a bunch of chemicals into little tiny sizes and use that to try to get healthy when the whole beginning point of our destroyed health comes from our lifestyle? Did you know the Journal of the American Medical Association? Oh, don't quote me. It might be the New England Journal of Medicine, back around 2002. They admit it right in their journal. Diet is the only way to restore your health. Absolutely. It's in there. But we're focusing on drugs all the time. Drugs take away from your body. They dehydrate your body, they kill your mitochondria, and they just subtract, and it makes no sense to me. Well, I'm in a drug-free profession, so I'm going to talk about the drug-free ways of attaining health. And I'm going to talk about the logical ways your body is responding to the stress of today. When I say make peace with the modern world, that's what I'm talking about. A lot of the things in our life, they don't belong there. They don't belong there. And poisonous chemicals do not belong there. So that's my SOS today, my severe opinion syndrome, but I'm going to say it because this is Tough Love Tuesday, and you need a kick in the pants because you're stuck. you're stuck and there's a little bit of an addiction component. We can be mentally addicted to procrastination. We can be mentally addicted to old, unserving information, incorrect information even. That's the whole point of talking to your brain. When I say move your brain, feed your brain, and talk to your brain. Number one, get rid of the old ideas that don't serve you anymore. Get rid of the ideas that are completely incorrect. Get rid of the ideas that are not in sync with the body. Start now. Turn over a new leaf. It's not easy to do. I was there. I kept convincing myself that I wanted to do things I like to do, even though they're not healthy. I just like to do them. And too bad. That's what I used to say to myself. Like I said, I'm an idiot. Here's what you do. Quick tip here for Tough Love Tuesday. If you don't know how to begin, lay it all out on the table. We had to put together my son's basketball hoop thingy that's in the driveway that you fill up with water, and you had to just assemble all these things to get that long pipe straight and the little supportive bars in order to maintain some type of physics so the thing would stand up and stay up with the hoop on this side and the extra weights on this side. Took all day. In fact, we even had to take it apart and backtrack and do it over because we were doing it wrong. Wow. If you've ever looked at those assembly instructions, they're crazy. It comes with a 1-800 number. I think we actually dialed the 1-800 number. I don't think we got an answer. But we stuck with it. When you make a mistake, backtrack, start over. Here's what you got to do. Lay out everything on the table that needs to get done. My son bought an office chair for his room, and he put it together by himself. I had to bite my tongue and hold myself back because I wanted to get right in there and help him. Because that's what I do. I want to help people make their lives easier. And that's not the way to do it. I stopped myself and I said, you know what? He's going to figure this out on his own. I just gave him the briefest advice to get everything out of the package, spread it out on the floor, know the name of each piece, and look at your directions. And look at your directions first. I did help him at one point. He misplaced the tool, the little Allen wrench, in his room, and it was underneath a blanket. How it got there, who knows? But I did come back and help him find the missing tool. But he did everything else by himself, and he hated it. He was angry because it was frustrating. I've been angry before. It is frustrating. You wish it was easier. Putting anything together is hard. What I wish they would add little comments of, yes, this section is really hard. You gotta hold that pipe just so. Don't let go. Your arms are gonna ache. You don't think it's gonna work, but it's gonna work. You need those little extra notes in there to help you. The thing about internet blog sites and recipes, which I think is cool, the person making the recipe will add notes and say, yeah, this was kind of tricky. This ingredient didn't work, so I substituted this. Watch your heat during this part of the baking. These little extra tips, because the recipe is just black and white. There it is on the paper. Do this, and this. But sometimes you need a little bit of extra information in there, and the authors do that. Not on these assembly required sheets, these spreadsheets that don't look like anything, and the print is so small you've got to squint just to figure things out. Here's what you got to do. Organize it your way. Spread it all on the table. Get yourself understanding it. When I give you the BFA template, how to move your brain, feed your brain, and talk to your brain, it's laid out. It's laid out. But not everything is in there. All the little extra comments are not in there. I help you with that part. That's the coaching part. The coaching part is getting your mind ready for it, because you've got to prepare yourself, or you're just going to feel lost and give up. And why do we procrastinate? We don't give ourselves just a little bit of beginning time to organize our thoughts, make a little outline. Before you do any type of project for school, you glance through the whole thing and give yourself a plan. I know, I probably didn't do it till college, actually. I probably rushed through every homework assignment in high school. So I took the lazy way out. I couldn't anymore at college. In college, you had to have a plan. But you organize it your way. You give yourself steps. You estimate how long each step is. When I was in chiropractic college, I started studying for midterms the first week of the semester. And my calendar had everything laid out. This section of notes this day. This section of notes this day. This section broken down to the tiniest, what I'm going to do every day. So it didn't look like I was trying to build the pyramids in one day. We had a superintendent when I was in high school who said, an inch is a cinch, a mile takes a while. Put it down into inches so that your brain doesn't freak out and go blank and freeze. Organize it your way. That's the whole part of BFA coaching. We get it down to a way you understand it and a way you can tackle it. And that's the first part of the coaching interview. How do you tackle the BFA protocol with the 3 doorways of moving your brain, feeding your brain, and talking to your brain? You've got the tools already. You're equipped. We just help you figure out how to be proficient with those tools. So part of Tough Love Tuesday today, I'm going to say just stop the excuses and start. Start with an outline, a very simple plan. You don't have to have every piece in it. You just start with a simple outline so your brain can relax and say, okay, that's doable. And don't skip. Don't skip. There's 3 doorways. Don't skip a single doorway. Otherwise, you're just not going to feel like you've accomplished anything. Remember, one missing bolt crashes the plane. I want every bolt. I am tough on that. Don't skip. I'm going to be hard-headed and say, if it's worth it to you, you're going to do every part of it. Every part of it. Even the things you think you've already aced on your own, I'm going to ask you to review and see what else you can do better. Just like a music teacher. A music teacher who gives private lessons is going to concentrate on you as the individual and is going to drill and drill and drill where you need drilling, but not let you get, I'm forgetting my words, and forget the other things you're already doing well. You're still going to review them and practice them. You don't skip. You do concentrate on things that are trickier, but you don't skip. Why? Because your body doesn't skip on you. Does your heart stop beating? Say, I don't want to beat right now. Just keep breathing, lungs and eyes. You can continue to blink, but I'm going to skip the heartbeat right now. And maybe your hair won't grow for a while. We'll skip that. Don't need that. Your body doesn't skip. It does what it needs to do at the very moment. It doesn't stop. Even when you're sleeping, it doesn't stop. Your brain is actually cleansing itself and reorganizing itself while you sleep. In fact, that's why I include rest on the BFA template. So, enough of this tough love for today. I'm going to end the video. Check out the other videos. Look at the orientation video. Look at the blog. I'm doing a series on doctors who jumped ship very eye-opening, but also encouraging, because we know drug-free approaches are awesome. Drug-free ways to keep your brain working are awesome. They are easy access. They are low-tech and within your reach. And that's why I teach the BFA protocol. We need your full participation in the world. No excuses. We need you in this world. And you can't be successful and achieve your goals with an impaired brain. Thanks for watching.